Welcome to the Badass Breastfeeding Podcast. This is Dianne, your lactation consultant and mother of 3. I have Nathan, who is now 26 and just turned 26 a couple weeks ago. And Jess and Brandon are my twins, who are 23. I only have one child left at home now. I was just telling Abby this morning, my son just left for New Orleans where he's going to go to school. So I only have my Jess is the only one here. Oh, it's very strange.
Yeah.
And that's my life. Oh, I'm a lactation consultant and maternal child health specialist, here to serve you. And now that I have no children to hang out with me anymore. And that's it.
And I'm Abby, the badass breastfeeder. And my microphone is rattling around. And I just stuck a business card inside of the little crack between its base and the microphone, and I think I stopped the rattling.
That's fantastic.
So, yeah. I am a social worker, and I have Jack, who's now 15, and Exley, who's 12, and yeah, that's me. Today's episode is brought to you by Original Sprout. And they still have this awesome deal going on with the towels. Did you get your towels?
I didn't. Did you get yours?
I did.
Oh, so hopefully mine will come early next week.
Hopefully yours will come.
Are they adorable? They look adorable.
They're very
online.
adorable. They're so soft. They're also not like overly small. I feel like sometimes it's like, oh, a newborn can fit in here. But like I put it on Exley's head and it went down like below his butt.
Oh,
and, yeah.
So they're good for toddlers and stuff too.
They're perfect for toddlers and even small children. I would say
it's fantastic.
They're very cute, and there's different like animals that they are, and when you spend $20 at Original Sprout, they'll send you one of these free towels when you use code BADASS26. And today's episode is also brought to you by Cake Maternity, who make the beautiful, functional nursing and pumping bras, not the ones that you see at Target, like the Hanes kind, like really nice, fitted, high quality nursing pumping bras. And we'll hear more from both of these sponsors later, but you can head to badassbreastfeedingpodcast.com. Check out our sponsor page if you ever need anything. See if you can give any of them your business because they make this podcast possible. And while you're there, scroll down, enter your email address, and we will send episodes straight to your inbox every week. And we are on Patreon, and we have brought back our Revolution Parenting podcast. It can only be found on Patreon. It's this podcast that we created to bring more compassionate adults into the world. And we believe this starts at home with how we parent our children. And we talk about things like child development, discipline, boundaries, attachment parenting. We're creating an episode right now today about anxiety. I mean, who's not dealing with that? The only place, like I said, the only place to access this podcast is on our Patreon. We have 2 tiers, and one of those tiers includes a goodie bag of thank you for nursing in public cards and podcast stickers sent straight to your home every month. Head to the top link in the show notes under this episode, wherever you're listening from, and see which one looks good to you. And we're still hosting our ongoing giveaway for people who leave reviews around the internet, like on iTunes or Spotify or wherever you're listening from. Take a screenshot, send it over to badassbreastfeedingpodcast@gmail.com, and we'll send you one of those goodie bags. I'll also send you a goodie bag if you send a breastfeeding photo that I am allowed to share on social media with a little bit about yourself or not. And now Dianne has our review of the week.
Yes, and this came to my email this week, and I asked her if I could share it, and she said yes, because she hopes it's going to help somebody else along the way. Hi, Dianne. I'm sure you don't remember me, but I met virtually with you 3 years ago after breastfeeding my first daughter got off to a terrible start. Very long story short, I had been told by a nurse in the hospital after my daughter was born that I had some soft markers for IGT and may not be able to breastfeed, and was told to supplement with formula 1.5 ounces every 2 to 3 hours when my daughter was only 2 days old. Needless to say, it took forever for me to build up to a full supply through pumping. And by the time I had a full supply, my daughter had a strong bottle preference. I didn't have it in me to continue pumping round the clock and not be able to hold and snuggle my daughter. So I stopped around 4 months. I was absolutely devastated by the entire ordeal. One good thing that came from it is finding your podcast and learning everything I could about breastfeeding so that I would be prepared with my next child. I had no idea just how important bringing your baby to breast, basically nonstop in those early days, to bring in supply. I am so happy to say that I have currently been exclusively breastfeeding my second child now for the past 2 months. We have other issues we're working on, oral ties, bottle refusal, but my supply is not one of them. I credit this entirely to all that I've learned from you and your podcast. Thank you so much for all of the very important work that you do. If I hadn't found you, I don't know what I would be having. I don't know that I would be having this amazing breastfeeding journey that I'm having now. The whole thing with my first daughter makes me upset still. I wish I had been more prepared. That self-doubt from the suggested IGT comment never left my head. While I don't doubt that IGT is a real diagnosis for some, it makes me wonder how many other women out there have been wrongly diagnosed and stopped breastfeeding sooner than they would have wanted to. I think anyone in the prenatal, postnatal healthcare field needs to be so careful to discuss IGT with new moms who are trying to breastfeed. Thanks again for everything. Your work is so appreciated. So and I remember her very clearly, and I remember even saying to her, like, I do not agree at all with what they said to you.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it just was not, it didn't, an IGT, for anybody who is wondering, is insufficient glandular tissue. Mm-hmm. So if you do get diagnosed with IGT or insufficient glandular tissue, that means that your body doesn't have your breasts don't have the glandular tissue necessary to support a full milk supply. So it is a very real thing. However, she was told that she had soft markers for this and wasn't going to be able to breastfeed when that, in fact, was not true. So you do need to be very cautious with who you say this to and be very sure of what you're talking about, because you could really ruin somebody's breastfeeding relationship with something that's not the case, and obviously not the case for her because she has a full milk supply.
Right.
So that was never her problem. So it was, I mean, it's amazing that how far she's come. And I am so sad for her with her, like what they went through with her first daughter, because I think it's just a shame, that she got off to such a rough start, and that it does, things that people say to you do stay with you.
Oh my God. Yes.
I mean, it's so hard. So hard, but she's doing amazing now, and I'm so glad for her. So
that's
congratulations.
Fantastic. Yeah. I mean, I feel like anybody who has had a successful breastfeeding journey is either lucky or have worked really hard through a bunch of bullshit.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, for sure.
Like, it's probably not because you got like wonderful support and everything fell into line with like people around you.
I know. You just work so hard to get there. Ugh. But today is going to be a different kind of day.
Yeah, we got an email from someone a while back with like a bunch of comments that people have said to them and what they think, some comebacks would be. Well, I'll read the email.
Oh, good.
I've been listening to your podcast nonstop, and it's helped me through some hard seasons since bringing my baby home. I wanted to share some of the comments I've gotten and hear your thoughts on it. These comments were made by women, strangers, friends, and even family. I don't understand the lack of support, and I'm seeking some encouragement to keep going on this journey. Thank you for your podcast again. You two ladies are so amazing. Looking forward to your response. I would love to call and hear more from you and provide my address for any giveaway you were doing. Oh, shoot. I didn't send her a thing. Wait, I would love to call and hear more from you. Maybe it's a typo. I don't know. I'm going to send her a goodie bag, or I'll get her address for a goodie bag.
Yeah.
I just saved the email and was like, I'll come back to this because we're going to do an episode on it, and didn't like read it carefully enough. So there's a whole bunch of stuff. And then we decided we would post it to the internet and see what the internet had to say in response to these things. Now, for the internet, I just focused on the breastfeeding stuff.
Oh, was there more? Like,
well, there's other stuff. Yeah, well, there's like pregnancy stuff.
Oh, okay.
And so people would say, for example, during pregnancy, since being pregnant, you've become more opinionated.
What the hell does that mean?
I don't know.
That's so dumb.
I know.
That is so dumb.
Because I think you're just like, you're probably having to like start advocating for yourself. Like, you know, you have to say like, oh, I need this, or I don't know. Like, I feel like when you're pregnant, you've never been there before, if it's your first pregnancy, and the people around you have never been with you when you're pregnant. It's like a whole new thing. So right. Now you're like saying what you need. You're saying, you know, maybe you're moody, maybe you're whatever. And then it's just like, oh, well, my goodness. Okay, here's another one. You're too emotional while pregnant. So maybe you shouldn't talk till after you have the baby.
Oh.
Wait, somebody said that? I mean, if somebody says that to you, that's not a person to have in your life.
No. That's a horrible thing to say to someone.
I know.
Don't talk until after you have the baby.
Yeah, and I think that people maybe, you know, we can learn today about what things are like emotional abuse.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that's not a thing to say to a human.
No.
Oh, here's another one. Just wait till you're on your second or third kid and then tell me what you think, because you don't know. I remember people saying this to me all the time.
Really?
Like, just wait. Oh, just wait. You know, when you're pregnant, oh, just wait.
Mm-hmm. And then you hear just wait a lot. Just wait. Yeah. Sleep again. Just wait. The baby's going to be up all the time. Just wait. Just wait. Just wait till they're 2 and you got to do A, B, and C. Just wait.
Yeah. It's like, oh, I know so much more than you do. So you just wait. You don't even know the half of it yet. It's like, well, I'm in the middle of what I'm in the middle of. So shut the fuck up.
I know.
And thanks for your help. Sarcastically, you know. I'm so sarcastic all the time. My kids just look at me sometimes when I say something and they're like, are you being sarcastic or are you being serious? And I have to clarify. I remember somebody saying this to me. Definitely get the epidural.
Oh, yeah, I got that too.
Definitely. You should definitely get the epidural.
Yeah.
It's like, what do you, get out of my business.
Don't be a hero. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, that's just martyring yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you're having a home birth? What if something goes wrong? I heard that a lot too. Oh, yeah. That's so dangerous. You shouldn't be doing that. Oh yeah, my friend's baby died at 3 weeks because of home birth.
3 weeks?
My friend's baby, birth. Yeah. Or my friend's baby died. Like because of the whole birth thing at home birth. And it's like, okay, that's just an uneducated comment. And right. What a horrible thing to say to somebody.
I know, who's pregnant. Yeah.
Let's see. Okay. And then there's birth. There's birth things. Oh, your baby is small. That's why your birth went so well. I wish my baby would have slipped out too. I have no idea if this is true, but I've heard that like smaller babies are more painful to give birth to. That totally sounds like such a lie. I don't know why I'm even repeating that. Yeah, like a bigger, fatter baby is like smoother and like fattier. Okay, never mind. I'll be quiet. But yeah, I don't think the size of your baby has to do with like the difficulty of your birth. Oh, I guess it can.
It depends on your body's makeup.
Depends on the body, yeah.
Yeah.
But things like, because they said to my mom, like, oh, well, your pelvis is too small. It's like, well, I understand that there are different sized people, but my mom's kind of like a regular sized person. I'm like, be quiet. I told you all along it would be fine. Did you have a C-section? No. Oh, well, how did you get your baby out then?
What?
I don't know.
That is, somebody actually said that to her? That is crazy.
Oh, did you have a C-section? No. Oh, you're trying to make the rest of us look bad?
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's what my plan was all along, was to make you look bad.
Did you have a C-section? No. Well, how very bossy of you. Okay.
Wow.
Don't bully me by telling me your birth story. I feel like that's weird. Who are these people? You get away from these people. Get away from all of these people. You need new friends. I'll skip the breastfeeding ones because we're going to get deeper into those. And then there's like, obviously, all the co-sleeping ones. You co-sleep? Oh, aren't you? Oh, that's so dangerous. Aren't you afraid your baby's going to suffocate? What if your baby dies? It'll be all your fault. You need to get him out of your bed as possible. Oh, it's going to ruin your intimacy. Remember people like, where do you have sex? It's like, what? What do you mean? You can have sex wherever you want.
I know.
Anyway, so we can get into the breastfeeding ones. And the breastfeeding, I don't know. These are shocking to me. I do get the thing with the home birth, though, where it's like, when you start talking about home birth, people are immediately like, oh, I couldn't do that. Well, I wasn't able to do that because of X, Y, and Z. And I'm like, I didn't ask you. You think that I'm like, you're making it seem like you think that I think I'm better than you. And I didn't, I was just telling you what happened to me.
Yeah, like people make different choices. Not everybody has to make the same decision about what they are doing. So it makes the world go round. But when people say things like, oh, I could never do that. It's like, nobody's asking you.
Yeah,
if you would do it.
You don't have, what? Yeah, don't do it. You don't have to. Yeah, that's crazy. Did you ever get any like weird breastfeeding comments?
I don't remember. I don't think so. I was in such a void,
Yeah.
That I didn't have anybody around me really, just family. I didn't really, because I had just moved back from North Carolina. So I lost my friends that were here and stuff like that. I didn't really have that many people around me. So I didn't really have anybody that said anything strange. I mean, I remember my grandmother one time, I was visiting her at her house. We were in her house and she told me I could go in the other room and breastfeed if I wanted to. But there was really not a lot of things people said because nobody really, I was like the only one, like nobody had me.
Right. Yeah, I remember I was still breastfeeding Jack as a toddler. He went on to breastfeed for a really fucking long time. But even when he was like 2 or something, and I was complaining about him and his breastfeeding or whatever, and it was this person who was just like a random person, doesn't have kids, nothing. And she was like, oh my God, just wean.
Okay,
and
lady.
I swear to God, I'll never forget that because I was like, what? Screw you. Like, I'm allowed to complain and also not want to wean. I get to complain as much as I want. What if I complain about parenting? What are you going to tell me to do? Shove them back in?
I know. Get rid of them.
How is that the
freaking? What is it? You say foster home? Yeah,
right. Just give them up for adoption. God,
I know.
Obviously, the answer. Like when people complain about their jobs, we're not like, oh my God, just quit.
Just quit your job.
Nobody says these things unless it's breastfeeding. Then it's like, oh, well, that's so just like, it's so easy to give up. It's so easy to just do something. Oh, just give formula. Just do this.
Yeah.
Like there's just absolutely zero like reason why we would do it beyond, like, oh, it's just a silly little choice that we could have made differently.
I remember my mom saying like, oh, it's been 6 months. That's enough now.
Yeah.
And I was like, no, we're doing fine. Like, we're doing fine. And then when they were like a year, I remember my son was like a year. She's like, get over yourself. He's over a year.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, all right, whatever.
Yeah, people are just so oblivious.
I know.
Why don't we take a break and then we'll come back to the internet comments?
Oh, perfect.
All right. We will be right back. Oh, it was going to perfectly lead into the ad, but I had to look for it for a second. Okay. I'm here now. Today's episode is brought to you by the fabulous Cake Maternity. They designed comfortable, functional, and beautiful and quality maternity and nursing bras. As mothers themselves, they understand that no two breastfeeding journeys are alike, and they've spent 18 years developing their range of styles. And they've got hands-free pumping bras, supportive nursing sports bras, lace plunge nursing bras, skin-to-skin birthing bras, comfy sleep bras, and everything in between. Every little tweak of a bra that you need to make it comfortable for your specific journey, they have. They also understand that our bodies go through a lot of changes, and they cater to 28 to 44 band sizes and A through N cup sizes. And they're now shipping right from the US. So regardless of your size, style, or whether you're breastfeeding, pumping, or both, Cake Maternity have done the hard work so you can focus on what's important, nourishing your baby. You can shop their entire range of nursing bras, clothing, and accessories online at Cake Maternity. That's cake like birthday cake, maternity.com. Use code BADASS15 for 15% off your purchase. And I hope you all are going over there to take advantage of this deal because they are a fabulous company with fabulous products.
Beautiful stuff.
Yeah. Very beautiful quality stuff that will last you. And they've got a deal for you badasses. And today's episode is also brought to you Original Sprout. An Original Sprout makes the vegan and cruelty-free products, and they have a whole range of things. They've got the shampoo, conditioner. They've got a whole Tahitian line, which smells delicious. And they've got the scrumptious baby cream. I mean, that alone. Mm-hmm. They've got, you have to just go on the website and look. And when you spend $20, just $20 on their awesome stuff, they will send you a Badass Breastfeeding Podcast branded hooded towel. And you can scroll into the show notes and look at the little towels. I can't remember. All I can remember is the elephant right now because it was
the elephant.
So
I think
freaking
cute. Yeah.
There's different animals, and the towels, like I said, they're not really small. There's not for like a baby. I mean, they are for a baby, but your child can grow into this. And I have big dogs, and I'm sorry, but I'm using a couple of them for my dogs. And I'll just spend $20, use code BADASS26, and they'll send you one of these towels. And, that's a great deal. And it's super fun. So get your hand on one of these towels. And that's at originalsprout.com. And all of our sponsors and the promo codes can be found in the show notes under this episode, wherever you're listening from, and can be found over also at badassbreastfeedingpodcast.com, where you'll find all of our other episodes, our favorite resources page, and information about scheduling your very own one-on-one online lactation consultation with Dianne.
Yeah.
And now we're going to head to the internet and check out all the awesome comebacks that our friends here have for breastfeeding comments. So the breastfeeding comments are, breastfeeding in public is so disrespectful. And I feel like underneath that we could put like, oh, it's not, it's inappropriate to have your boob out in public, or you're distracting you're trying to draw attention from my husband.
Oh, I love that one. That's my favorite.
Yes. Yeah. Or, what if kids see you? Or what if all of the things that you can go along with public breastfeeding. breastfeeding ruins your boobs. Breastfeeding babies are malnourished. Formula is so much easier. And breastfeeding after 6 months has no benefits. Or your baby's going to be clingy. So I feel like these are a lot of the ones that we hear. And some comebacks from our listeners are, I might just start breastfeeding my chubby, healthy, happy baby toddler preschooler with my gorgeous boobs right then and there with impeccable ease if I wasn't already. Yeah. I know I can't. I told you, everybody knows now, Exley's on a football team. And, whatever. There's some shit talking. I don't know why there's shit talking on the team. But somebody was giving Exley a hard time. And I was like, I can't decide if you need to come up with like a good comeback or if you need to just tackle the shit out of that guy.
Right.
Like just use 100%. And because they're like, don't go too hard. I'm like, go hard, actually. Go hard on that kid.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Next one. Looking back as my baby girls are 20, 17, and almost 14, I often say that I don't know how I would have survived the early years without breastfeeding. Breastfeeding meets a multitude of needs for baby, mom, and the entire family. That's very sweet and true.
It is. Yeah, it is true.
If breastfeeding after 6 months has no benefits, then why do bodybuilders and cancer patients pay for it?
True.
That's a good point. I mean, there's a lot of research that goes into the breast milk and how it reacts to cancer cells. And bodybuilders do pay for it. I mean, that's kind of weird.
And people do pay like for facials and things like that. People pay for it.
I used to put that all over my face.
I mean, people are eating. I found colostrum in the grocery store not that long ago, but it's like bovine colostrum. Like pills.
Yeah.
It's like it's good for you,
right?
That's why people buy it. And here we are trying to feed our babies and give them the best start in life, and people got something to say about it.
Yep. Sarah says, tell them to Google the history of breastfeeding since they have so much time and interest in it. That's a really good comeback. No matter what people say to you, you just be like, "Why you should Google breastfeeding since you have so much time on your hands."
Yeah, that's a good one.
Our friends over at Breastfeeding Mama Talk commented and put an answer for each one.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. Breastfeeding in public is not disrespectful. Expecting a hungry baby to eat in hiding is. Oh, expecting a hungry baby to eat in hiding is disrespectful.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, you want to just hear a crying baby? Like, ugh. All right. Oh my God, I'm talking so much. We need to hurry up. Well, we don't need to hurry up, but I'll just keep reading. Breastfeeding does not ruin your boobs. Pregnancy, hormones, genetics, aging, and weight changes all play a role. Breastfed babies are not automatically malnourished. Growth should be evaluated by actual science and medical care, not somebody's opinion. Formula is not always easier. Bottles, washing, measuring, packing, and 3 a.m. preparation are work too. I don't understand the whole formula is easier thing. I'll never understand that.
That's why I didn't do formula, because I thought it was going to be too hard.
Yeah.
I knew nothing about breastfeeding and nothing about formula feeding. And I was like, I don't know what kind of bottle to use. I don't know how much to give. I don't know what kind to give. I don't know, like, what if he doesn't like it? Like, it seemed too hard for me. Like,
yeah. I mean, just the bottle, dealing with the bottles alone. I mean, like, ask somebody who pumps breast milk. I mean, I don't know.
It's a lot of work.
I mean, it's so much
those
work.
bottles. Yeah.
Breastfeeding does not suddenly become useless at 6 months. Milk, comfort, immune support, and connection do not expire because the calendar changed. And no, responding to your baby does not make them clingy. Babies are supposed to need their caregivers. And the wildest part is how confidently people say these things while knowing absolutely nothing about breastfeeding. It's so true.
It is true.
Can't argue with idiots. Best possible is best. Best possible is best, and breastfeeding is amazing. I don't know. I'm sorry. Some people are really good at like filling in the lines when there's like a typo, and I'm terrible at it. My standard answer: no one is going to ask you or me if your kids were formula or breastfed in the school pickup line. That's true. And just feed your damn kid. I don't care how you do it. Don't worry about how I do it. Just feed them, for fuck's sake. Breastfeeding is what's right for me, but I certainly am not going to shame or question anyone who does differently. Let's just all be supportive of each other. I'm too old for this crap.
Oh my God.
I don't care about how my boobs look. My husband still loves them. My baby is perfectly average, not malnourished. I want my kids to be clingy. It's how I know my parenting is working. Formula isn't easier. Who the hell actually wants to wash and prep bottles? That's a lot of work. And science has already shown breastfeeding after 6 months has plenty of benefits. Plus, most other countries do it way longer. I'm getting crotchety in my old age. Just be supportive and do what's best for you and screw everyone else. None of these are true. Look at my children. Regarding breastfeeding in public, I would loudly tell them to stop sexualizing my boobs.
Mm-hmm.
Good point.
That's a good one. Yep.
I'd rather have my baby clingy to me than my teenager cling to some stranger they met on the internet looking for love they never got from their mother.
Oh, that's a good one.
Such a good one.
That wins.
What kind of psycho is concerned about a helpless infant being too clingy? That's literally how they hold on to you. And if it's too much, you're in the wrong field.
What kind of psycho?
Yeah. Oh my God, my baby's too clingy. Like literally nobody says that except for other people. Oh my God. And it is so true. Like, yeah, your baby, you respond to your baby's needs when they're a baby. Otherwise they're going to grow up looking for that love in some dumb man or woman or some strange person in a weird relationship, you know?
Yeah.
And then Rachel says, I would say, and then there's like 10 middle fingers. Breastfeeding in public is disrespectful. You prefer a crying child? Breastfeeding ruins your boobs? Nope, that's age and gravity you're thinking of. Breastfed babies are malnourished, as opposed to getting food poisoning from profit-driven capitalism.
Oh my God.
Formula's easier. On what fucking planet? Breastfeeding after 6 months has no benefits, and then there's like 10 laughing emojis. And your baby will be clingy. They're supposed to be. When their needs are being met, they grow beyond clingy. That's true. I would probably tell them to F off. My kids are bigger now. I ran out of fucks to give ages ago. So yeah, I'd probably just give them some choice words. I would say read a frickin' book. And I think you or your husband needs a penis pump and a body sculpting. What's body sculpting?
I don't know. What's a penis pump?
I don't know, but he definitely needs one of those. And then we have, that's all the Facebook comments. And we've got one comment on Instagram that says, everyone thinks formula is easier until they're heating a bottle in a hot water bath at 2 a.m. And those are all of our comments. And those are fantastic. And we love hearing everybody's. I like how there's so many people, too, that are just like, I'm too old for this.
Yeah.
Like, are we still having this argument? I mean, I guess we are, but.
It's unbelievable that people have stuff that they want to say.
I know.
About it. And about your parent. Like, and I tell people all the time, too, there is nothing else you are going to do in life outside, parenting is the only thing you are going to do in life where people are going to give you their opinion all the time.
Yeah, it's so true.
All the fucking time. Yeah.
It's like as soon as you have kids, it's like everybody is just like in your business with no questions asked.
Right.
It's so weird.
Well, I love that everybody gave their opinions on that.
Yes. And
I hope that helps our girl that wrote in.
Yes. And thank you all for listening.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.